Hello Kel67 Gaming, we are back with another haul. It's been about a month since the last one and we have picked up a few things in the meantime.
Quite a few.
Well, we've done alright. So, let's not mess about, let's just get straight into it.
Right, first up for the Xbox One is Watch Dogs 2. This is the deluxe edition, which comes with a few like art, but it's like in a postcard form. I'll try and get it out. I actually have been playing this quite a lot, and it is very fun. But it doesn't follow the first one's story, so you can just pick and play it.
Yeah, it's a completely different character and set.
Yeah, you play as Marcus, and there's like new members of DedSec to play around with. So you get one of the main menu of artwork and just a few others, and you also get a map of San Francisco, which is where the game is based.
First one that I'll show you this month is PlayStation 1. I don't know if you can see that. That's Asteroids, which is an updated version obviously of the Atari 2600 and arcade original. There actually is a classic mode in this where you play well,
isn't it just white and black?
Well, it's supposed to be the vector graphics. Obviously it's not vector graphics because it's on the PlayStation, but it's the same game. Really, you know what it is if you've played it. It's great fun. So we've got that one. And you're still lost here.
Can you help? Next up for the Wii U is Lego City Undercover for the Wii U. But I feature this in my favourite 5. Obviously my favourite because obviously it uses the gamepad to like scan.
Yeah, we've noticed that prices of Wii U games are pretty good at the minute.
Yeah, they're starting to drop because not that many people are actually recognising it.
People think it's a dead system, so the prices are dropping on them. And
just a way to bulk up.
As Aidan said, he'd done a favourite 5 video.
Favourite 5 Wii U games. And
not just that one, there's another one we got this month that went straight onto your favourite 5 list, wasn't there? So there was that. Game Boy Advance game, haven't had one of those for a while. It's a crap game. It is Pop Idol on the Game Boy Advance. Picked it up though because you don't actually see that many Game Boy Advance games,
especially in mint condition.
In a new condition. It didn't cost an awful lot of money, so it's just an extra game for the collection.
So the next game for the Wii U, which was also on my top 5 favourite, is Tekken Tag Tournament for the Wii U. Since it is for the Wii U, it does come with a few Nintendo costumes for I think pretty much all of the characters.
I think all the characters got one Nintendo costume.
Yeah, but it does duplicate.
The Heihachi really doesn't look like he should be taken seriously as Mario, should he?
No. But I actually first played this on the 360, but I quite like it more on the Wii U.
RPG, Square Enix, what more can you say? Excellent game. This is Final Fantasy X.
You quite like Final Fantasy.
I love Final Fantasy games. This one wasn't in the collection, so bought that and it'll fill a space on a shelf. It will get played as well.
Next up for the PlayStation 3, another game by Square Enix. It is Kingdom Hearts 1.5 HD Remix, which has 3 games, I think. It has Kingdom Hearts Final Mix, Rechain of Memories, and 358 over 2 days. But Final Mix is obviously the first one, so I'm gonna have a lot of fun playing it, and it's loads of Disney characters.
Game for the original Xbox. This one is Dead to Rights. I'll be honest with you, I haven't played it yet. It looks like it's a shooter, but it's just gone backwards compatible. I don't know if it's just gone, but it is backwards compatible on the Xbox One.
It will be or is.
So it just made sense to pick up something else to play on the Xbox One.
Next up, a PC game. We haven't had many of them, have we?
No, we've had a few.
But it is Deus Ex, the first one. I haven't tried it, but obviously Deus Ex is a shooter, and I quite like shooters, obviously, as all my gameplays are Call of Duty.
This is another shooter on the Wii U. This is Zombie U. This kind of completes the collection. Already had it on Xbox One and PS4 digitally because they were giving them away with Games with Gold and PS Plus. This apparently is the best version of the lot because of the gamepad. I've bought it, I still haven't played it yet, but I will do when I get time.
Next up for the PlayStation 2 is Soul Calibur 2. We have this on Xbox Original, I think.
Yes, we do.
Yes, and we played it as a Gen Challenge, if I remember correctly.
That was quite some time ago now.
Yes, it was the first Gen Challenge we done. But it's just a fighting game that is really good to just
You
play.
really like it, don't you?
I do. I like fighting shooters.
To go with the Final Fantasy X, I also picked up on the PlayStation 2 Final Fantasy X-2. So once I've played through Final Fantasy X, we'll play through that as well.
Right, that's probably 200 hours gone for you. Next up for the DS is Learn with Pokemon Typing Adventure. I've already completed this.
Well, it's not actually a lot to it. It's a bit of an oddity.
If you go through all of it, like just the story and a bit of the side, you can actually complete in about an hour or so.
It's a bit of an odd game because it's the reason it's got in such a big box is because there's
actually a keyboard and there's a little stand to put your DS on.
And it's the only DS game that uses a keyboard.
But you do get a catch Pokemon, obviously, but you have to either type in their full name at the harder levels or just start typing their first letter or just a few letters of their actual names.
It's something that I haven't seen a lot of, and you don't even see it on YouTube a lot because it was never actually released in North America.
So in that case,
so it's just us
in
Europe and Japan that got it. So
I might play it as a gameplay then.
Another PS2 Final Fantasy game. This one is Final Fantasy 12.
That's another 300.
Yeah, that's another chunk of time that I'm going to have to find somewhere.
You definitely are. Next up for the PlayStation 3 is a shooter. It is Bulletstorm, and this obviously has a it
was remade for.
Yeah, but you also got Duke Nukem and that. But I actually have played this. I've completed on 360. I remember.
No, got it on PS3 now as well.
There's like you get guns, you get melee, but you have like this sort of like electric leash where you can just fling enemies to you and you just kick them into stuff when they're in midair, and it puts them in slow motion after you've melee them into the air.
Got a game on the 360. This is Kane & Lynch Dead Men, the first game. This one is limited edition, so if you open it up, it has...
It looks like a DVD case like you'd get with a WWE DVD.
The soundtrack's in there as well as the game, and there's some art cards there as well. So nothing
I love art.
Especially wonderful, but it's a nice addition to the collection.
Next up for the original Xbox is Phantom Crash. I don't even know what this is.
Neither do I. But it's an Xbox.
It's an Xbox original game that we don't have, so it'll be added to the collection, and maybe we'll play it.
Will do.
I don't know if I will.
This one's a bit of a mistake. This is Red Steel on the Wii.
We have it, don't we?
Turns out we already have it. I don't know when we bought it, but I haven't looked through the holes. It'll be on one of them. So we got a duplicate. Not to worry, didn't cost a lot, so there we go.
Next up for the original Xbox again is Judge Dredd, Dredd versus Death.
Yep.
Yep. It's a shooter, from what you can see on the back, but never heard of it. For me, but obviously it's a shooter, so I probably will like it.
Another game for the PlayStation 2. This is Celtic Club Football. The reason that we got this on the PlayStation 2, already had it on the Xbox original.
But it doesn't work.
Yes. For anyone who's watching the channel, you know at the minute we're doing...
Football Gen Challenge.
Yeah, football
and
games.
We were going to do it, but it didn't work, so we done Rocket League. But I think that'll be the next one.
So probably this will be our next generation challenge, which will be Celtic Club Football.
Next up for the PlayStation 4 is this is the police. It is, when you start it, we actually thought it was sort of like a visual novel, but it isn't. You control.
It's kind of like
you control the police officers into like calls that you get, but you have to select 2 officers. But I think if things get too bad, you can send in the SWAT team.
People have heard me say this before. One of my favourite systems is the PlayStation Portable, and this one is Gangs of London, which is a little bit of a GTA clone on the PSP. It's exclusive to the PlayStation Portable, can't play it on any other system. So that'll be good fun to play through it on the go. Next
up, another one for the PSP is Brothers in Arms D-Day. Brothers in Arms is a shooter from, I think, World Wars, if I'm
I think
correct.
it is. And this game is this is like a landmark game. This is the last game
in the Brothers in Arms series.
No.
Is it?
The last game that we bought in Granger Games before
it
they
shut down because it is actually.
So anyone that's in the UK, I'll probably know Granger Games shut down a couple of weeks ago.
Which is sad.
And this was the last game that we picked up there before it did finally shut.
But it is a shooter, so I like it.
Another game on the Wii. Now I've double checked and triple checked, and we don't already have this one. This one is Trauma Center, Second Opinion.
It's made by the people who made Persona.
It is. It's an Atlas game, so you know that it's going to have a little bit of quality about it. Looks like you may be a surgeon and you patch people up. Haven't played it yet, but I'm sure we will, and it'll be great fun.
It might be the Wii version of Surgeon Simulator.
It may be.
Next up for the PS3, it is Turning Point, Fall of Liberty. I don't even know. Is it? It is another shooter, so I don't know if I'll like it because I actually don't know what it is about, or...
Oh, I'm sure you'll find out.
Probably.
Oh, excuse me. Last one for this month on the original Xbox. This is The Thing, obviously the video game adaptation of the classic film.
Never heard of it.
But I haven't played the game, but I've heard of the film. I've watched the film.
Of both.
So it's a great film. Hopefully it's a great game. It's not a cheap cash in because it's like decades after the film was released that the game came out. So that should be a good sign, I would have thought. And
Well, maybe it's not. They might have spent about a year, maybe.
No, we'll see.
Let people watch it.
So that's what we picked up this month. We'll see if we pick up over the next few weeks. And
20 games that we've put in today.
We'll maybe have another haul next month. Or maybe we'll still be playing on this lot. But anyway, if you haven't already,
give us a like, a share and a subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you get notified on when we upload. And we will see you in the next video.